D.L. Hughley would take to social media sites Threads and Instagram to comment on the situation, expressing his own disgust with the president and his choices. On Instagram, the comedian would jokingly write, "Expecting Trump to be stopped by the Constitution is like expecting an abusive ex to be stopped by a restraining order." Many would agree with Hughley's commentary, as Trump has clearly operated by his own rules since rejoining office earlier this year. Some social media users have called for the impeachment of Trump because of his clear disregard for the Constitution. However, others have noted this most likely won't work because Trump has already been impeached twice. One user would write, "Y'all talking about some impeach him. He's been impeached twice and found guilty of 34 felonies, and MS still reelected him." That
D.L. Hugley. In America, blowing poor people up is more acceptable than feeding them. He lowered the boom on Iran faster than he lowered egg prices. If any country needs regime change, it's America. So Trump is at war with Iran and California? Well, mega remember when you thought Trump wouldn't get the U.S. involved in another war. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Friend Shad Pearson, and welcome again to my channel. We have Thursday, happy Thursday, the 26th of June. Yes, another day the Lord has made. Let us be glad in it. Yeah, I'm glad that came out of my spirit. Yeah, let's say it again. Another day the Lord has made, let us be glad in it. I have 6:39 p.m. Hope you guys had a beautiful day. I'm going to go out and try to get some late sun in the evening. Had a beautiful day. Got a nice phone call today. And it was a beautiful thing. It was refreshing. And I pray that God has his will. People, let me tell you something here. I feel that a part of my calling is to warn you guys. I did say there's going to be a long, hot summer, right? And I've done a few videos in relation to that. I do believe that as circumstances change, situations unfold, there will be certain events and certain people that will come out and speak. Now, don't get me wrong. Everybody has a right to speak. We live in a beautiful country called America. We have our Constitution. So people exercise that. I believe we're in a climate where allegedly there are people in place. Hear me out. People in place who play a role in this period from now until America envelopes and Donald Trump is unalive. They are going to play roles. So when this long, hot summer hit, many people, because this is going to be a subconscious move, many of it, they're going to react because of a atmospheric situation that is put out there. Now, D.L. Hugley, he's been in the comedy game for a long time. He was part of the that gang back in the day. How would you say? What do you call it? The the best comedians. I forgot what it was. Anyway, I'm sure you guys will correct me. Put in the comment section. Well, part of that group was, it should have been Bernie Mac, right? Let me draw this up. Kings of Comedy. Who is in the Kings of Comedy? So this is the King of Comedy. You guys know I have a history with Bernie Mac, because he used to work right across the street from me. I worked at KFC. He worked at Doc's Fish House. And you guys know I have a relationship in the past with Steve Harvey because he used to run Apollo Theater. And Apollo came in Chicago. And I showed you guys less than a few weeks ago that I came in the top 10 as a singer. I used to perform. I never met Hugley. I never met the other guys. People in America, you got to be real careful. You got to be real careful. That the folks that you come in contact with and that you listen to, you have to ask yourself why. Why are they saying what they're saying now? D.L. Hughley has no problem speaking his mind. He used to be on X. He left it alone. Now he's on Threads. I think he got a few other things going on. When I heard him say what he said, I'm like, okay. But then yesterday he went on TMZ. And he really got deep. And I want to get into that. But I want you to understand, I'm just saying allegedly, there are going to be people who are going to help set this climate. But when I look at the 5 C's, it appears they're all working together, allegedly. Do you understand? Do you understand? Like I said before, this America wasn't made for you. So at the end, when it is being destroyed, annihilated, decimated, all the words they've been saying about what they did in Iran, that's you. The psychological bombs are here. So I want you to follow me down this rabbit hole. Watch this here. D.L. Hughley is interviewed at TMZ. And I want you to listen to him and listen and feel his emotions here. Check it out.
The things that you are saying, with all due respect, they are absolute nonsense. He torpedoed a deal with Iran because he doesn't like Barack Obama. Do you listen to this? Do you hear what you're saying?
He destroyed. Oh, stop it! Stop it! The man, he wouldn't do that. The man who's renaming federal.
Give me the proof. Let's talk in facts. Let's talk in facts. Let's talk in facts.
Why did he torpedo the deal? Why was the deal torpedoed?
It's a crap deal. It's a crap deal,
Well,
the whole world
crap about it,
recognizes
Mike?
that.
No.
Barack Obama has said.
There's not. So a better deal is the one he's doing now?
Yes, they negotiated for 60 days. He said take the deal. They didn't take the deal. Now it seems like we are on the verge of peace, except the only difference is now their nuclear program is decimated. Come on.
That man torpedoed that deal precisely because he didn't like Barack Obama.
Every president we have had, DL.
Did you hear that? Trump went after Iran and then torpedoed the deal because he didn't like Barack Obama. I'm glad to do this work at this time for God. Many of you all have seen my videos on Barack Obama and Trump. You know they won. Trump is the setup man for Barack Obama. Why D.L. Hughley interprets it some other way? People, you got folks out here allegedly on assignment. It's their job right now to cause as much disruption as possible. So as this nation is being transformed, which I taught earlier in my video, and when Donald J. Trump is unalive, we will go at each other's throats like nobody's business. The race aspect, I have to bring it out. I have to get out ahead of this thing. And I believe God is pleading with Christian leaders and sane people to say, look, This thing is getting thick like a knife. There was no reason for Congresswoman Crockett to go after Melania the way she did. And watch my video. You see how I broke it down. Because God gave me the gift of the 5 C's, the clues, the codes, the colors, the comprehension time, which includes the dates and conclusion. I did the same thing to this. People, America has to have an opponent, an opposition, so they can change the atmosphere. Hughley can't argue with himself. Who in their right mind says that Donald J. Trump went after Iran simply because he didn't like Barack Obama, which I'm assuming he meant his policies? I'm not trying to put words in his mouth, but does that have racist or overtones? What do you think? When you heard it, did you hear it? Or now that you're hearing it, what do you think? People, there are goals and objectives. People, I learned earlier in my research over 40-something years ago. I think it was Khrushchev of the Soviet Union. He said, when it's time to take over America, I'm not going to fire one bomb. So it's got to be internal. If you got something to say at that level, people, I'm glad I got the fact. Listen to this again. This is ridiculous. This is just ridiculous that he would even utter a statement like this. Listen again.
The things that you are saying, with all due respect, they are absolute nonsense. He torpedoed a deal with Iran because he doesn't like Barack Obama. Do you listen to this? Do you hear what you're saying?
He destroyed. Oh, stop it! The man, he wouldn't do that. The man who's renaming federal.
Give me the proof. Let's talk in facts. Let's talk in facts.
Why did he torpedo the deal? Why was the deal torpedoed?
It's a crap deal, Dino.
What was crap about it, Mike?
So the deal being, Trump gave him 2 more weeks, but he did it, I guess, in 4 or 5 days. I did a few videos on it. The way they are selling this thing, you guys know the story better than I do. Biden, Obama, look, it didn't work for whatever reason. And they gave him money. Trump been bringing it out for a long time. That's nothing new. You don't even have to do research. The alphabet stations already tell us that. These administrations have been giving them money. Trump always says, look, when I left the presidency, they were almost broke. They couldn't afford to build the nuclear bombs and have the rich uranium. And so why wouldn't Trump say it again? This ain't got nothing to do with Obama. But D.L. Hugley, for some reason, is saying that. Why would he say that? I'm submitting to you that allegedly what's going on is that there's a good cop, bad cop paradigm. And it's more about atmosphere for us than it is about him saying what he's saying. Because to me, allegedly, he's saying it to create this racial divide. I hope you're getting it. It's all over the news. D.L. Hugley unapologetically shares his opinions on Donald Trump. I despise him as much as he despises black people. So he's just outright saying it. People, let me tell you something as a black person. What the hell did Barack Obama do for black people? Yeah, that's what I thought. If I could really tell you what he did, come on, man. What's what he didn't do? Arguably, Trump has done more. It's a joke. What is Hugley standing on? I did videos on my last channel. Let me show you something. Barack Obama gives hundreds of thousands of dollars to the Indian. Hold on. Barack Obama gives hundreds of thousands of dollars to the Indians and receives a red and black garment. Look at this. I did a video on this, a few of them back in the day. And I'm not picking on the Indians. What I'm saying is this. The claim about Barack Obama giving hundreds of thousands of dollars to the Native and receiving red and black garment is not accurate. While Obama did implement policies of the initiative's aims at supporting tribal, let me go down here. So I said it the wrong way, but look at these numbers. The amount mentioned is not accurate. The American Recovery and Reinvestment Act allowed $510 million for Native Americans, not hundreds of thousands. And I was trying to be conservative because I didn't want to get it wrong on Google, but I'm glad I got it wrong. So I said it wrong that they interpreted that Barack Obama himself gave money. No, through the federal government, Barack Obama gave them $510 million. Do you see that? And they got casinos and everything. Now watch this. See if I get this right. Did the Native American Indian come to the White House? Did the Native American Indian come to the White House every year with Barack Obama to get money? People, I know what I'm talking about. I believe it was every year. And then in turn, look, the tribes have shown their gratitude, giving at least $2.5 million to Obama's reelection. Can you say allegedly pay to play? And I'm not picking on American Indians. In my past videos, I was like, I'm happy for him. I just wish he had done it for blacks. Straight up. Additionally, for Non-Recovery Act funds, small businesses owned by American Indians and Alaskan Natives were awarded $8.7 billion in 2010. And look at this. The U.S. will pay Native American tribes $490 million to settle. Come on, man. Hughley ain't talking about that. I have been talking about that for a long time. And I'm not trying to make it a racial issue. What I'm saying is in America, get your money. Get your money. I feel like the Native American Indian been through just as much hell, and I'm not going to argue about it, as the black man. Get your money. Get your reparations. But for Hughley to sit up here and get on Trump and compare, there's no comparison. And I'm not saying that Hughley used the word was too strong. He said hate. He said he hate. You don't hate him. This is an act. I'm trying to give you perspective. I don't dislike any race. What I'm telling you is that allegedly they're playing the race card. And don't you think allegedly Trump don't know that's what his assignment is allegedly? It's a game. All this money given to the Indians, and this is what you bring it up? You should be on Obama's case about how much money he gave to the Indians. You understand what I'm saying now, people? Now, let's go down this rabbit hole before people get all upset. You want to learn something? Google this man here, right here, and look up this word and learn about what he said back in the day. And you will understand that there are certain black people out here who are working for the powers. And when they're called to cause agitation, that's what they're going to do. That's all I got to say about it. If I could talk on it, I would. I got in trouble because I talked on it before. You research and find out. There are special blacks in America. Did I say Hughley was a part of it? No, I didn't. I just said allegedly he causing stuff. But let me show you something. That's his birthday. March 6, 1963. That's Donald's birthday, June 14th. 3-6, Hughley. 6-14, Trump, same year. The difference is 312. Didn't Trump win by 312 votes when he beat Kamala Harris? Is that coincidence? That's right. Trump won by 312 votes when he beat Kamala Harris in what? In the Electoral College. Now look at this. November 8th, that's when TMZ was founded. And D.L. Hughley was going off on TMZ. That was where he was arguing at, November 8th. November 8th is the founding date of TMZ. Take 11/8/2025 anniversary, subtract it from the day he was arguing on that program. The difference is 194. What's 194? What happened on the 194th day of the year? That's July 13th. What happened on July 13th? Hello? Fight, fight, fight. Is that coincidence? See, indirectly, they tell you what's about to happen. You understand what I'm saying? So when it happened, you mad about what's going on with Hughley and Crockett and everybody else who been talking smack because they black. Don't get caught up in this foolishness, y'all. Then look at this here. 6/25, yesterday's date. Hughley's birthday, 3/6. The difference is 111. What happened on 111? Didn't the Pope die on the 111th day of the year? April 21st? That's right. How many basketball, how many times in the basketball game last week was the score 111? At least 2 or 3 times, remember that? I decode, watch my decodes. 111, a big number. So you think 111 is coming up in the future? It just might. It's speaking. 111 to me means death. Like 9/11 or whatever, the 111. The Pope died on the 111th day of the year. So I don't see it's coincidence that Hughley's birthday versus the day he was arguing yesterday, 6/25, come out to 111. It's speaking. I didn't say that Hughley was speaking his death. What I'm saying is that, hey, the numbers come out to 111. Like a lot of my videos the last 2 or 3 months since the Pope has died. Then look at this here. 11/8. 11/8, that's when TMZ was founded, anniversary 2024. Trump's birthday just passed, 6/14/2025. The difference is what? 312. There you go again. Trump won by 312 votes when he beat Kamala Harris. Is that coincidence? Then look at this here. 6/25, yesterday, D.L. Hughley was arguing. Then there's his Obama's birthday this year, August 4th, 2025. The difference between August 4th, 2025, Barack Obama's birthday, and the day that D.L. Hughley was arguing on TMZ is 55. What's 55? Julius Caesar died at 55 years old. Come on, man. Once you watch my videos, you see it's coming up too much, right? Is this coincidence? Then last but not least, Barack Obama's birthday, August 4th, 2025. And what's 11/8? 11/8 is the anniversary that TMZ was founded, 11/8. The difference between TMZ's founding day and Barack Obama's next birthday is 97 days. What's the 97th day of the year? Oh, that's April 7th. April 7th? Why is that familiar? That's 4/7. Who's the 47th president? Do you understand, people? God gave me a gift. I'm going to reveal it. Watch. The Bible says the last day. What does it say? The Bible says the last days. Watch and pray. I didn't call him a bad guy. I said allegedly. And I'm saying watch and pray. Everybody talking black. They ain't black, they green. They doing what the powers tell them to do. And allegedly, that's what's going on here. On both sides. Trump is the setup man for Barack Obama. D.L. Hughley, hey, like I said, allegedly. But do yourself a favor. Research what this guy got to say about black people. The ones who protect the kings. I'm Friendshot Pearson. If you like my work, go to my site, click on Friendshot Blue, click on my portrait, and then go to more. I have Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, and PayPal, or you can mail a love offering. I love you. We're going to stay safe. Jesus is coming soon, and don't lose your mind when they take out you know who. It's going to be a puppet, Donald J. Trump, just like it was in the Snoop Dogg video, Lavender. They already told you it's going to be a puppet. So don't lose your mind. Don't lose your mind. They want social unrest, and they're going to keep on having black people and other people cause this social unrest. Don't you give them your emotions. God will give you perfect peace if you keep your mind stayed on him. God bless.